Hey y'all. So the Mueller report came out yesterday, and I'm sure a handful of y'all are interested to know my thoughts on it. So I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed and I'm unimpressed. Now I've been saying all this Mueller shit is baked in. People already know what there is to know for the most part, and they don't care. Okay? If you have a problem with it, you've been had a problem with it. If you don't have a problem with it, nothing in this report is gonna make you all of a sudden be like, whoa, well now that you say that. Why? Because we've already known all this stuff. I don't know if I was reading the Mueller report or if I was reading the New York Times or the Washington Post. How the hell did Mueller, with all these investigators, all these prosecutors, all these agencies working with him, not manage to come up with nothing that wasn't reported on the news last year? What the hell was he doing that this report just now coming out when all this stuff is stuff that we've been knew? Were you investigating or were you stalling for time, Mueller? Something in the milk ain't clean. But let's talk about this raggedy ass little report that he put out. So now I was wrong about one thing. I said we weren't going to see the full report. We saw most of it, okay? It was redacted in some parts, but we saw most of it, and it just really wasn't all that much to write home about. Yes, the media is like, oh, this is so damaging. How is it damaging? We already knew this stuff, number one. Number two, are the leaders coming right out and saying we're going to impeach him? No. What they're saying is we got to talk to Mueller, we got to talk to Barr, we got to subpoena these people, we need to subpoena the full report. Okay, so 2-3 months from now, we're going to still be in the same boat of people talking about, whoa, what the hell? So no, it's not that damaging. Okay, I bet you when they do a poll, it's going to be Monday, his rating's still going to be in the 40s. It's not moving the needle. That's what I can say. Okay, now I'm not saying that there isn't anything that could come out later that will move the needle, but the report, as it's just been released, it's not going to move the needle. So, what was in the report? All right, let's talk about it a little bit, and then I'm going to move on. So, Don Jr., we know he was talking to WikiLeaks. Manafort, we knew that he was giving polling data, all the kind of stuff. Now, the stuff about Trump and what he knew, most of that was redacted. Now, how convenient is that? We know that he was saying something, but we don't know what he said. Unless, of course, it was on national TV, then they went on ahead and they didn't redact that. So, what are they hiding about Trump and who he was directing to do what and who he was talking to? That's what I want to know. But then you had the obstruction stuff. So basically the obstruction part was he did a whole bunch of shit he had no business doing. But we're not going to call it obstruction because the people that he was trying to get to break the law and the attempts that he made to try to shut down the investigation didn't work. So I guess it ain't really obstruction. So Mueller declined to recommend prosecution. Now he was trying to say because of the DOJ policy that you can't that you can't indict a sitting president was the reason why he basically punked out. And I'm saying I don't care. People gonna be like, oh well, legal this and I don't care. He punked out and didn't make a recommendation like Ken Starr did. He left it to Barr, and Barr stepped his raggedy ass up in there and gonna sit up there and make the determination for Mueller. Now, what was the point of a special counsel to be independent about bringing charges or not bringing charges just to have a political appointee that was put in place to protect Trump make the determination not to prosecute? What was the point of all that? Okay, so anyway, the report says that Congress has a constitutional authority to make that determination whether Trump obstructed justice or not. Well, the Congress ain't gonna do a damn thing. Come on now. They done already told you that. Pelosi done told you. Steny Horner came out yesterday and told you. You're going to have some people that are going to push for impeachment, the AOCs, Maxine Waters love me, some Auntie Maxine, and y'all know I'm team impeachment. But don't expect it to really take off like that. I'm not holding my breath on that. Now, I think that impeachment is the smartest thing to do. It's counterintuitive because you're going to have the media that's like, no, you're going to embolden Trump's base. You're going to hand him a gift because they're going to say it's all political witch hunt, this and the other. He been saying that. So what's going to be any different? I think that impeachment gives Democrats the opportunity to, one, at least give us some kind of semblance of, hey, people can't just break the law and get away with it even if you are president. That's number one. But number two, to really prosecute the case against Trump. An impeachment is an indictment. At least have impeachment hearings. And give a cohesive picture of all of his corruption. And this is where I think is important. You can't just focus on Mueller. You have to talk about all the stuff that he's doing. Okay, his attacks on healthcare. Did you guys know that he told one of the people in ICE, well, go ahead and break the law, and if a judge tries to get you on an out party. Do y'all know half the stuff that this man is up to, that y'all's president is up to? No. Okay, and so they need to be having hearings on all his criminal activity, all his corruption, and they need to be presenting this case to the American public. You're not going to just beat Trump strictly off of, hey, we're Democrats and we're nicer than Trump, and we're going to bring everybody together. We're all going to sing kumbaya, and this country's going to be a great place. Nobody gives a shit if we get along, if the bank account is looking right, if the job is looking right, if the economy is looking right, if the mortgage interest rate is looking right. They don't care. Okay, that's why his ratings are in the 40s right now. So you're going to have to prosecute the case against Trump. Impeachment is a very strong way to do that, to grab people's attention. Impeachment is going to be more attention grabbing than, hey, we're having a hearing on Tuesday at 9 a.m. I think you guys should check it out. People don't care. So I think it's a missed opportunity. I think that Republicans would definitely pounce all over it. The difference between Republicans and Democrats is Republicans make the political wins and Democrats go wherever the winds take them. But all I got to say is, and I hope I'm wrong, I hope that I'm wrong, get used to y'all's president being around. And get used to y'all's president being emboldened by the fact that he's criminal and corrupt and ain't nobody gonna do a damn thing about it. Not just now, but God forbid he get reelected, he gonna be even worse.